Yeah, she's ready to go to bed.
Bree's tired.
She's about to recline that chair.
I know.
About to fall asleep.
This
So
is
the three of you will
Chill
do
podcast.
the majority of the talking today.
No,
that's
I
not
think
how it
that
works.
means I think we're gonna have to make Bree purposefully say things. Like we're gonna have to put her on the spot.
Right.
We
Ask
should
her
just
really
do
deep, probing
ASMR.
questions.
We should do ASMR on the first one and make me fall asleep once.
Oh wait, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Someone played the Star Wars seismic charge sound, whatever. No.
That'll
That's
wake
not-
her up, right?
I'm awake.
Mauricio, every time you always have to pop that right in the mic. Also, I need to shave, guys.
yeah.
What the fuck is this hair on my face? Like, I'm looking. Like,
There's literally no hair on your face.
I'm literally looking a little grizzly over here.
You're literally
no, I
baby
can see
face.
it. I've trained my face to.
Yeah.
I know. It's like I need to. It's gonna get all patchy. It doesn't come in like a nice,
At least you know when to shave. Unlike there's people in my life, aka Mauricio, who just needs to shave it all off.
Hey, man, I'm trying to grow something here, okay? My little
At
baby hair.
least
Talk
it's
about
coming
patchy.
in like all the way.
Mm.
I think mine's coming in more like now, kind of fully, but it's not great. It's just scratchy and annoying.
Mm.
Um,
A little
Perks-
scruff.
Perks of being a man, I guess.
What's that like?
Little crumbs of food. It can sometimes drop on you.
that's
Oh,
so
no.
gross. That is so gross.
Nah.
Look, he had
Mm-mm.
me today.
Welcome to another episode of the Sipit or Zipit podcast, the podcast where we sip on drinks because if we don't, we're a loser. I have to think of a better tagline, but that's what I'm going with for now. Bree's clearly drinking water tonight. She said she didn't want to talk, so I'm talking for her.
Canceled.
How
Oh,
classic a
that's
man
water
talk.
and something else.
Yeah.
She's just
A
mixing
man-
and matching over there.
I have 2 drinks today.
She's
It's
making
gonna
her
be a
own concoction.
Chill podcast.
No. This is ale.
Mm.
And the other one is water.
Are you okay? There's been like a different alcoholic beverage like each of the past few weeks. Just checking in.
It's only last
You know-
week and this week.
Okay.
She's
I don't
going
think
through
the
the
week
motions.
before I did alcohol. Because my sister was on that week.
Oh yeah. Just checking in.
Yeah.
No hate.
I literally only drink once a week. And it just happens to be
Brie, on a
Tuesdays.
scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling?
Tired.
So we're talking about a 4 then. All right.
I don't know. What do you mean? It like a tiredness scale or like a mental
Just-
health scale?
Just in general, how you doing today?
Just tired.
So that's
I actually
that's
took a
like-
sick day today because I had a headache, like a raging headache in the morning.
Just got a breaking news.
Your breath
Millions of-
stink.
No, millions of Americans are under air quality alerts due to smoke from more than 400 active Canadian wildfires.
Them
Oh
damn
yeah.
Canadians.
Apparently
that.
I'm under
Yeah.
that.
Thanks,
I was just
Trudeau.
outside. I was just really taking in some whiffs. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Bree.
just to really see for sure. Yeah.
That probably explains why Brie had the headache today.
Maybe.
never know.
Asthma?
No, I think Bree is
My
just
Because of
tired.
asthma was
asthma?
acting up.
Mm-hmm.
Bree has to fail to not see properly or breathe properly.
Can't do anything right these days. Can't even breathe.
Oh, poor thing.
Not
We'll do a
breathe, not
GoFundMe.
see.
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe for
Let's
Bree.
get Bree cleaner air.
Do you need health insurance? I got you.
Bree just needs like a cabin like weekend. Like she just needs to go and breathe in some mountain air for like 48 hours on like with like a nice view of a valley in front of her. And she just needs to relax.
How about West
True that.
Virginia? West Virginia.
Heck yeah.
I'm actually
Let me
going to
tell
West
you what.
Virginia later this week.
Fun.
West Virginia.
For work, though. It won't be fun. I mean, maybe it will. It probably will be fun. it's going to be tiring.
Have fun
fly out
having no
tomorrow morning.
signal.
Yeah, that'll be the most fun. I'll have to download some YouTube or HBO.
Do it
It's
before you
called
Sorry,
it's called
Max.
Max now. Yeah,
Yeah.
excuse you.
Hey,
Well, it's still HBO.
the
The
place,
app is just called Max. It's
the
not
place
like
to watch.
Succession is a Max TV show. Technically, it is, but it's made by HBO, so I don't
Sure.
want to hear it.
Show some
That's
Excuse-
true. It is still HBO, just the streaming service is Max.
Mm-hmm.
the one to watch.
Mhm. Anyway, I'm drinking an AHA today. It's another AHA that was in my fridge that Bree left in my apartment.
Oh my god!
How many did
Continuing
you
from
bring,
last week.
Bree? Like, how many
I
did you
only
bring
brought
over?
2.
Only
and he
2. This
stole
is the
both of
second one.
them. Bruh.
So it's very good.
Stole my
Pineapple
passion
passion
fruit.
fruit. Never tried that flavor before, so
I don't like.
It's my
passion
second
fruit.
favorite flavor.
it's pretty good.
I
Yeah.
don't do passion fruit. No.
You're not a
And-
true Latina.
Yeah, I know. I get that a lot. Like, I don't eat a lot of carne asada anymore. I don't really like.
Not invited.
Nicole like white people food,
Mhm.
except for tacos.
I got fajitas at a Mexican restaurant the other day.
She's except for tacos.
It's true.
No, but
Wait,
No, it's true.
okay, look. There's specific type of tacos. Like, we're talking about, like,
Birria.
Oh.
birria tacos. That's
Mhm.
good. I got, like, my own Bolivian tacos. Like, there's a version of that. Then you got, like, your Mexican tacos. And then you got, like, your Tex-Mex tacos. Puerto Rican tacos. Whatever. There's a lot of different tacos.
Puerto Rican tacos don't exist. What are you talking
bro,
about?
they don't go to
Do they
Cheetos
make
over there.
tacos over
Not as a staple food.
there?
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah. Well,
we
they-
have Chinese places and Mexican places, but like not, it's
Mm.
not like Puerto Rican.
What's your signature dish in Puerto Rico?
Ajo con pollo probably,
Mm.
or habichuela, like ajo con habichuela, which is what we call beans. So rice and beans.
Frijoles.
Mhm. It's just beans and rice.
I don't know. I would have said it's frijoles,
Pasteles
but
are no, you're wrong.
look at my Spanish education.
No, I mean
That's
you're
what it was
right,
called.
but you're wrong. You're wrong.
I
but you're
know.
right.
There's different ways to say it. God, I'm not arguing with you. I'm
My life failed.
No,
My life
you're
failed.
wrong.
My life failed.
Oh, Marie. I saw that. I saw the light coming.
I'm like, my life failed. My life failed. My life failed.
Did you see his
Predicting the
eyes? He was
future.
like, oh.
Uh-oh. Scurry.
Well,
Hey guys, I got fajitas at a Mexican restaurant the other day.
mhm.
I don't really get fajitas at a Mexican restaurant. I went outside my typical getting enchiladas. So, are you proud of me?
I mean, what kind of fajitas were they? Were they like carne asada fajitas? Like, were like chicken fajitas?
Okay, I
a
was
mix
at
of
a-
both?
It was just chicken fajitas. It was chicken or steak, and I just got chicken. But it was also like on my employer's dime, so I was just kind of getting something fun and fresh. But
Why?
well, because I was like, I don't usually get it, and I wanted to like have it. Like I knew I was gonna like it, but I was like, I don't typically get this, so I want to mix it up a little bit. I would get it again, but there's just something good about an enchilada. But Bree, this is not the place that you're thinking I may have gone to.
Okay, it's a different place.
If it was the place that you and I used to always frequent, I would be getting.
It's a different place.
It's a different place.
Got it. So
Bree
you're
and I
not
have a
getting
go-to Mexican restaurant where we get the enchiladas suizas,
Yeah.
but I did
Fire.
not.
Wait, enchiladas what? Say it again?
Enchiladas suizas.
Sucias, you mean?
No,
Is it,
suizas.
It's
not
suizas?
suicias. It's
Soy
not
sauce?
dirty.
is it
No. It's suizas.
Are you sure? Oh, is it sucias? Okay, interesting. I was like,
SUIZ. Wait.
AS?
ZAS.
I was like, sucias. Like, it's like dirty. I mean, I've heard,
No.
like, there is, like,
I mean,
No,
maybe that.
enchiladas.
I didn't ever really think to look up what that word meant.
I want to say that's Swedish, Swiss.
Swish?
Suizas.
Hold on,
See,
guys,
so
we're
enchiladas
I
learning.
don't know. It's
Sucias?
just this.
like
no,
dirty
it's-
enchiladas?
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
suizo is Swiss, so I think it's Swiss.
Mm.
Swiss enchiladas. Well, they do come. Okay, so these enchiladas that we would typically get, they come with like pickled onions on top. That's what makes them really good because you get like the vinegar flavor and like avocado on top and stuff. I don't know.
And like crumbly cheese. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know
maybe
which
it's supposed
kind
to
of
be like,
cheese
is it
it is.
Swedish inspired or are we just completely misinterpreting this?
Is it like queso fresco, like crumbled like,
Yeah.
on the top?
Mhm.
That's some good. Yeah,
We do love that.
queso fresco, man. I eat that like with any dish, honestly.
It's good.
May eat it with my cereal, eat it with my pancakes, eat it with all the above. Speaking of food, Josh, how was that Monte Cristo from Cheddar's.
Oh yeah, guys. So I went to Cheddar's for the first time. If for listeners who don't know, Cheddar's, how would we describe what Cheddar's is? It's a restaurant.
Cheddar's is a magical place on Earth. Sorry, Disney, but
It's
Cheddar's.
true.
Mm-hmm. I expressed my love for Cheddar's for a long time, and then
Oh, I had it. Yeah.
yeah, and
you
then I
brought it up.
offered
was like,
yeah
oh,
for these two, the Brie and Marisa who came over to my place, got Cheddar's, and then it was like 2 days in a row. We got
almost 3.
almost 3, and just kept getting the Monte Cristo.
It was quite good. I will say, so first of all, I got the Monte Cristo because I was like, you guys recommended it, and I was like, I'm gonna feel bad if I don't try this. Obviously, it was delicious. Definitely treated my stomach some type of way, but I didn't regret it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like I
yeah.
was like, I might be having some false flags at the toilet this evening because there were definitely a few false flags, like false alarms.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like so worth it with like the jam and the like whatever and like the so good. Also, I got a marg, and let me tell you what, guys, that marg was so good. Like, why was that
Yeah.
marg so good?
Mm-hmm. They make it pretty good there.
Like, I don't know, it was just like a solid drink. But anyway, no, but it was so like my partner Nathan and I, we have a like a mutual friend who lives like in Fredericksburg area, and so we had gone to meet them for the weekend. We went to Cheddar's for dinner, but we went. They have like a fun land there in Fredericksburg that does like these 21 plus nights, like on occasion. And so they were doing one of those, and we all went to that. Where basically like they'll have drinks, you can buy like drink tickets, but they have like a lot of the things open, so you can go and just like kind of have fun, but not have to deal with kids being there, and basically just like enjoy a night out doing that. So we went and did that, and we all had like like some drink tickets, and like went around and did that, and it was like really fun. I was just like kind of like surprised that they had like the ride that like flips you upside down open, and they also had the go-karts open. I was like, so they've got people out here drinking like 5 drinks tonight, and they're gonna be getting behind the wheel of these go-karts.
Oh god! And those go karts are like hella janky, from what I remember.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, it was like okay. I mean, the go-kart line was kind of long, so we waited in that for a while. But we did that like first, so we didn't have like anything to drink. We just did that first to like get out of the way because we like knew the line would be long. But then it was just nice to like walk around and like do the little jungle gym thing and like play some of like they had some free arcade games so you didn't have to have like a card for. And then they had like some other little like activities to do.
I've always talked about how lit Funland is. I remember going there for my after prom, and let's just say that was an experience in a half.
That would be a great place for an after prom.
It was pretty fun, but like also too. So like prom, obviously it was like until late, but I think it was like until like 10 to like 3 or 4 in the morning they had it, or 1 in the morning.
That's what my after prom was.
Yeah,
it was like till 3 a.m. Yeah,
but just like keep in mind, like we're still like young teenagers and all, but just like throughout the night, I remember specifically there was just like a bunch of people just like sleeping on the dirty floor of Funland because some people's parents was like they were not gonna pick up their ride till like later because it was like, oh, you're there until like whatever how long after prom is. But I remember specifically there was like a lot of people on the floor. Some of them was like also sleeping like near the bowling alley. Some sleeping like near the food court area. So
oh my,
yeah, and I always remember the smell there too. It was very musty. So
I believe it. I didn't have anything negative to say. It's just like it's obviously a place that depending on the day, you wouldn't find me there. But if it's like a limited access, adults only kind of vibe, 100%, I'll be there. You ain't gonna catch me there with little Johnny running around, screaming at his mom that he wants a popsicle. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I ran out of tickets for this.
My
What is
God,
the game?
yeah.
The coins.
So very, very fun. I recommend. I had a good experience in your town, Nicole. So I will be back.
That's where it's at, y'all. I always say we don't got a lot of stuff here in my town, but we got Funland. And we got Kids Dominion.
You also have Central Park.
Central,
which for listeners who don't know is not a park.
It is not a park. It's not a park.
It is the most hellscape shopping center you'll ever get to.
Yup.
It if you Google Central Park Fredericksburg on Google, you will see the most large fat sign with the most store names on it.
Can't miss it.
Like ever. You be driving down I-95, it's like a lighthouse on like a rainy night for like a ship. Like this is like you can't miss it.
It's that
Ever
Statue
driving on
of Liberty.
I-95 around Fredericksburg through Virginia, like you will see this sign. And when you're there, it's just as chaotic and terrible as that sign looks. That's all I'm gonna say.
It really is. Like a lot of
Rude.
people's like when people who come visit like my town, I was like, oh, we can go to Central Park area, but I have to say it's like, oh, we can go like the town center or whatever. Like the supposed to be a town center is also across from it, and the people's like, oh, is it like a park or something? No. It's like we got Best Buy right next to a nothing but cakes, and let me just tell you, I've seen some fights go on around that area, and it's not pleasant. Yeah, so Central Park is it's not as glorious as maybe New York Central Park. It's probably worse than New York Central Park. Let's be honest.
Oh
It's not
no,
a great area.
Fredericksburg is a traffic hellscape.
Remember when you hit a skunk?
That's okay. It was either the skunk or the mailbox. Which one do you prefer?
I don't remember it. Oh.
Mhm.
What? I was gonna say I don't remember you hitting a mailbox, but I get what you're saying.
It was either that or the mailbox. Which one do you want?
The mailbox, probably.
But my car was not.
Your car wouldn't have smelled like skunk, and
Yeah.
the skunk would still be alive.
We don't know if it died or not. I heard a crunch.
Kill Bambi's friend.
I heard a.
You killed Bambi's
Did I?
friend.
What's the skunk's name in Bambi Flower? Is that the name?
Something.
Yeah.
It wasn't Thumper. It wasn't.
Oh, no,
Thumper.
yeah,
That was
Thumper's the rabbit.
Oh, I've run over so many thumpers in my area.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've run so.
I
Yeah.
don't think I would literally sob.
No, then
Like I would literally have to pull over and like mourn the loss of like a bunny. like,
okay,
if I
then
hit a
Josh,
bunny.
then you might
I
you'll
could-
never
I
probably
could
make it to my
not.
house ever. You got deer, you got skunk, you got bunnies, rabbits, you got foxes. There's a fox actually in my neighborhood right now. Terrified of it, because apparently just it's very feral. We also have bears too. We have a black bear, the infamous
Oh,
black
yeah.
bear in our neighborhood. Yeah, haven't seen it in a good few months, but obviously because it's what is it? It only comes out during the summer, but I've heard about it. The infamous black bear in my neighborhood. Yeah, well, living in the country, y'all, you should come down more often. Y'all live like in the city area.
I live in the country. What you mean?
You
From the
don't,
country.
Brie. You don't live in country. Let's be honest.
I live in the country. Ask Josh.
Wow.
Guy, I literally was like the one time that I visited Bree's house. I literally was like on my way there and had to call her to make sure I was like actually going the right place. I was like, we about to go milk some cows, about to go like till the fields. Like I was not expecting to be where I was.
Did you see a lot of American flags out in the front of houses?
Oh, unfortunately, probably.
Okay, because we have that like every corner here.
Yeah.
And we got Trump
okay,
flags
let's
here.
talk about this. Let's talk about the American flagification of Fredericksburg, Virginia, because they're like everywhere. They're everywhere. They're like, this is Patriot Highway. And then they're like, and then like every single like business has like American flag. I was like, what is this? It was like a dystopian nightmare.
Let me show you how we do it down south
I
here,
had it-
sweetheart. That's how I say. We got a lot of American flag. We got a lot of Trump flags too. That's what I'm saying. I live in the country out of all y'all.
I have the Confederate flag still flying in my area.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought he was gonna say in his
I was
yard.
gonna
Mauricio
say,
is the one that's
he-
flying it. Yep.
There's every episode
I'm
Mauricio
the
tries
one.
not to get canceled. Every time, like he's is that
Yeah.
can't okay.
Out of all of
No.
us, Mauricio is the one who says the most things that'll probably get him
I-
canceled. Even
I disagree. I disagree.
Is it me? Who is it?
It's
No,
probably
it's Mauricio.
it's definitely Mauricio. He says some shit.
Nicole.
Yeah, he says some stuff that's
As much as we cancel Josh is like the least problematic.
that's because he's white. That's why.
I do got some white privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Let's be
the
honest.
Caucasian blood.
Caucasus.
Caucasus. From the mountains of Caucasus.
What is that from?
Wait, you guys don't
Did we
know?
talk about this?
That's a Slavic baby from the mountains of Caucasus.
We talked about this. You mentioned this on another podcast, I think, and I absolutely
I forgot the name of the movie, but it's Cat Williams is in. There's a lot of comedians that's in it. It was a
With
scene
Tiffany
where-
Haddish is in it, right?
Yeah, it's a scene that him and Tiffany Haddish, and Cat Williams is behind bars, and Tiffany Haddish is his girlfriend slash wife, maybe, visiting him. And she comes in with a white baby. It's like, oh my God, look at your new baby. And he just looks at her like, that's not my baby. And then she also brings another son in who looks like him. And it's like, that might be my baby. Just because you name him Darren doesn't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what that baby is.
That's a
That baby got
son.
that baby got a 730 as a credit right now as an infant. That's a Slavic baby from the mountains of Caucasus.
That's from the white ones of Caucasus.
That's good.
I mean,
That's
the baby
good.
literally looks like you, Josh, with glasses.
It really
awesome.
does.
Thanks,
I
guys.
remember.
That's awesome.
I feel like Josh is probably like all like his face and maybe like his body shape is like he can be used probably for human cloning experiments. He's got
Right.
like the basic white face. Maybe we'll
Yes.
probably. It's a kid.
I thought I was the one that.
Yeah.
Tread carefully. Tread
Okay,
carefully.
no, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Say what?
Josh is Hitler's wet dream right now. He's tall, blonde, tall, blonde. Okay, I'm saying that now because I played Wolfenstein, and I literally see a bunch of Joshes running around in the game.
My brain had to process that for a second. Excuse me. Do you mind? Can I have that in a sentence again, please?
we literally just talked about like Mauricio's the one who's going to get canceled.
I
No, okay. I would let me rephrase that. I've been playing a lot of Wolfenstein. For those who don't know, Wolfenstein is a Nazi killing game, and
Okay, so you're clarifying you're on the side of the good guys because
I'm
you're
on the
killing
I'm-
the Nazis.
yeah. I
Okay,
fuck
play,
Hitler.
Just
but basically, for those that play the game, there's a joke in the game that's saying like, you guys are what the Führer's dream is, the tall, the blonde, the blue eye and stuff. I'm like,
It was
yeah,
like the
that's Josh.
Aryan race or whatever it was.
The Aryan
Yeah.
race, yeah, the Aryan race.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but like, oh god, I just love.
Oh my
I love
God.
how Brie also too was just like, I don't know.
one of the characters
Bree's
said that in
been
the
frozen
game.
on my end. I haven't seen her video move
No,
like
no,
for the
she's
past 10 minutes.
she's
No, that's
there.
just
Yeah,
how I
she's
am.
very still. She can make a.
No, her mouth didn't move when she just spoke right now.
No.
She's frozen
God.
for me.
I'm
She's
not
that in real life.
frozen.
She can make a career out of how like those like those like human statues like you see it in England and all that when you're in the tourist.
I'm a wax
Yeah,
figure.
there you go.
Yeah,
She could do that, yeah.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
she reminds me of the character Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh, that
She's my
matches her
favorite.
persona very well.
As
Yeah.
her wrath been through your sins.
The emo one. Always the emo one.
That's what I see. Come on,
I think
Rue.
Bree is secretly still going through her emo phase.
She is. She's
Oh,
not
doesn't
letting it
I'm
go.
not secretly. I just am.
She's just not
But I
letting it
mean,
go.
like, you've never, like, you've kind of made it seem like you're out of the emo phase. But I feel like you're not, actually, though. I'm realizing that more and more every day.
I'm not. This is the brightest color I own. Well,
That's true.
technically
Wait, yeah,
it's
you
the,
aren't wearing black today. Hold on.
What's
but
going on?
I have
This.
green under here. You can't really see it.
The green
But
is
I have
dark.
green. I mean, I'm not wearing black today. So, not emo.
Hashtag no E.
But I was listening to emo music today.
What, Linkin Park?
Okay.
Some Lincoln. Actually, yeah, but I wouldn't consider that as emo music.
Chemical Romance.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance. Green Day.
Avenged
No, I
Seven-
wasn't.
Avenged
No.
Sevenfold.
Evanescence.
No,
Slipknot.
no. Like, Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay,
and,
okay,
like,
okay.
Pierce the Veil. And I forget who else. I have an emo playlist. All the Sleeping with Sirens. The old emo bands.
I would say the emo was probably maybe early 2000s music.
No.
Definitely was.
Mm-hmm. Because back
No.
then it wasn't considered emo; it was just part of the culture. So
I think I
That's
looked
not
so.
true. That's not true because, like, you have a lot of pop music too from that era, right? Like, Josh knows all the pop music. Josh, name a song from 2000s.
TikTok by Kesha.
There you go. See?
TikTok on the clock, get your
But the party don't stop. No.
Too
Oh,
late.
whoa, whoa.
oh
Oh, whoa, whoa. Also, Pink had some hits. Katy Perry was rocking the early 2000s too. Hello.
Early 2000s Beyonce was really good too.
Like a lot of
Yeah.
good stuff. That's true though. I am more aware of like the basic bitch pop.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I
Bubblegum
mean,
pop.
emo music was more mainstream back then, but it wasn't like
I want to
your face.
say there was the song. I want to say this. I may be wrong on this one, but people say I think I saw in a review as well that Jimmy Eat World, the middle was the song that started that, you know, kind of that emo uh songs coming out because it came out 2003. I'm like that didn't seem much of like an emo song, but I mean it's a good song. It's a bop, you know. But
That's more
people
like
say
pop punk
yeah,
though than it is
that's
like
what I was
emo.
saying. I'm just like
Because there's like different subgenres of emo music. There's like pop punk, there's just punk, and then there's like which pop punk is like Blink 182, Jimmy Eat World,
ska
Sum
music.
41, yeah, like stuff like that,
Yeah.
like feel good rock. And then you have like the screamo music, which then splits off into subgenres. So you got like metal screamo, which is like the heavy metal bands like I don't know, Avenged Sevenfold and like
Yeah.
a bunch of other ones that I'm not going to name. And then you have like the mainstream emo music, like Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil and stuff that like I was into. And then like the hot topic bands,
Hell yeah.
basically.
The one with the band name that looks like Tree Roots.
Yes, exactly.
What? Tree
wait,
roots?
I don't even.
And then
I
and
gotta
then
show
you
you. I gotta
have
show you BMO.
and then you have like the mainstream rock, which is like borderline emo. It's not really like screamo emo, but like it's more like borderline, which is like 3 Days Grace and Linkin Park
Heck yeah.
and like other stuff.
That's where you find me at.
So yeah, anything that would be played on WWE,
Right.
basically.
Edge. You think you know me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember.
Meanwhile,
Anyway.
I don't even think I've ever stepped foot in a Hot Topic.
Really?
Like, I don't think I ever have, nor do I have the
See,
desire
I used to shop there like exclusively.
I literally believe that. But thinking about how I was raised, can we imagine like little Catholic boy Josh like going into a Hot Topic to look for clothes? No, you can't imagine that. Okay.
That was me. I was on the
You
same
can't.
boat. Yeah. My parents thought like the Diablo lived there. So it's like I wasn't allowed to go
Same.
when I was with parents, but when I was with friends, like I went there.
You guys were lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no Hot Topic when I was growing up. We had to go to the thrift store and pray that we find a Lincoln Park or something of that nature. That's how.
I think my first time in a Spencer's was in college.
Oh,
That's right.
Spencer's.
I think same, honestly, or maybe like late high school. I don't know.
Spencer's, yeah, that was in middle school.
Did y'all immediately go to the back wall? It's the back part.
100%.
We-
Well, it was funny because but I remember like somebody was like, "Have you ever like been to the back of a Spencer's?" I'm like, "No." So that was my first time going into Spencer's, was to go see what was in the back.
Well, see, no, that was the thing too. That was like the word of mouth because my first time I went, I was like in middle school, and people were talking about like guys should check out the back of the Spencer's, and the nearest Spencer's was like an hour away from me. So me and my couple of my friends, we all went just to go to see the back of the Spencer's, giggling and stuff, and we got kicked out because we were not supposed to record. So we were like recording left and right.
Yeah, I know there's
shot glasses and stuff like that.
there's so many colorful girthy swords back here.
Right. Which one do I pick, guys?
It's like, wow, it's like a museum.
But yeah,
Oh
Spencer's.
gosh, that was an experience.
Spencer's was like next to the Hot Topic, so.
Oh,
could've been.
my
Mhm.
the Spencer's like today is still next to the Hot Topic. We're right across from it. But guess what's also next to the Hot Topic at Spencer's of all stores?
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, a Build-A-Bear.
Ah, I was right. 'Cause same thing.
It's a-
Same
Wait,
thing.
but why does it actually make so much sense?
Same
I
thing.
don't know. So the little kid,
Like I feel
Mhm.
like those genres of people like overlap.
Mhm.
Like there's definitely like the
The
emo
furries?
Build-A-Bear. No, but, like,
the kids here
Okay,
they
so-
interlap
I'm
because the
joking.
kids
I'm
go to
joking.
Build-A-Bear while the parents go to Spencer's. Look for a new toy in the back to make brother number 2. or sister number 2. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Canceled. There we go. Second person for today. Who else?
Oh my
I
god.
volunteer myself as tribute.
I think see when I go to the mall, which is not very often, my speed is just a good Bath and Body Works trip. Like go a little jaunt in there, and I'm
Bruh,
good.
I used
our
Take a few
version.
whiffs.
I
But
would
guess
s-
what? You don't want to
Well-
buy a candle
well-
from them.
Because they
Oh,
have
yeah.
paraffins in it, which gives you cancer. Just saying.
Oh.
But you know it doesn't have paraffins in it. 1521 Candle Co. Candles. Yep.
Yeah,
there you go.
that's right.
Cancer-free, good-smelling candles that will last you a long time and give you a good time.
Nicole, are you okay? Nicole's just cracking up in the middle of this
it's
ad.
just the fact that it's cancer free. It's like immediate.
Cancer-free. No cancer.
Tell us more, Bree.
Candles
That's the-
have
that's the
wax in
selling
them, and
point.
then you burn them, and then they smell good.
So that's right. Get a candle from the 1521 Candle Co. They have sponsored this episode. We are so thankful for them being our first sponsor. Go buy a candle from them. That's 1521candleco.com.
Mm-hmm.
Father's Day is coming
back.
up. I'm just saying,
Right.
Father's Day is coming up. They're for all ages and all genders, all right? Even non-binary, all right? Whatever you classify yourself. It's
I wonder.
good smelling
I,
candles.
I wonder what my girlfriend would give me.
Probably a trash
Wait,
She called-
a trash bag
she
so
called
she
me-
can kill you. That's what she can do.
So she, cause she,
Oh
cause she
my
call me, she calls me daddy sometimes. So I was wondering.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my god, wait.
Wait.
I was about to say whether you're a dad, whether you
I
have
love
a
how
dad or
that
a
joke
daddy.
just went over everybody's head,
Right,
and
thank you,
Mauricio
Bree.
had to clarify.
Thank
Well,
you, Bree.
Wait, well, I got the
Which
daddy
totally-
joke there. What are you talking
Okay.
about? No,
No,
it was funny because
Before
I
he
was-
said it, but okay,
She
continue. It's
probably,
fine.
she probably.
It's
I'm
fine.
just mad. I'm just mad that I was gonna say whether you have a dad or a daddy, they would appreciate a candle, and then Mauricio beat me to it by making a daddy joke. I was like, damn it.
She's gonna kill me.
Yeah, she's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
kill
Although I think we should talk to 1521 Candle Co. I think that's a really good Father's Day, like sale
on.
kind of campaign to say, dad or daddy, we don't care. They deserve a candle.
There you go. Slogan.
There
Write
you
it
go.
down, Bree. Write it down.
Whether you have one
Yeah.
dad
It's
or two daddies
inclusive.
in your life.
It don't matter.
That's right. Pride Month. Let's go.
There you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah, sometimes, guys, I do be going to Chick-fil-A because that chicken might be homophobic, but man,
Wow.
it feels good
The Lord's chicken.
Wow, Josh.
to eat it.
Wow, Josh.
It is.
I had Chick-fil-A
I-
yesterday, but it was free.
I'm not saying I'm proud of my choices.
Josh,
I'm
there's
just-
a Zaxby's near you.
I haven't been to Zaxby's in so long.
Go to Zaxby's, Josh. Come on. Just for this month. I'm sure they got.
I should try. Yeah. Well, I haven't been to Chick-fil-A this month, and you're right. I shouldn't go to Chick-fil-A during Pride Month because that would be homophobic of me. But maybe I will go to Zaxby's and try it again and like see how I feel because I feel like I can't,
Yeah.
give my opinion on them right now since I haven't had them in a minute. So I'll have to report back. It's
Do we
gonna
have a
kinda
game for
be
today?
Do we have a game for today?
I mean, it's Nicole's turn.
I don't want.
Or
What is
Bree.
it?
Bree said she had.
We could do a few rounds. I'm not sure if you guys heard of the $1 million butt game. The $1 million butt. I think what is it? I believe Rooster Teeth originally did this. It was basically they give you a $1 million scenario. It's like $1 million, but and then the scenario is like as follows. So for an example, the $1 million, but I told to Mauricio, I was like, you get $1 million, but you have to do one of the following. Would you either lick someone's feet that was stuck in a toilet, or lick someone's feet that went to a cemetery? You get the $1 million either way, but like, which one do you prefer? Yeah, I know.
What do we mean by cemetery? Like,
Like someone who literally like walked barefoot in the cemetery.
oh,
Mhm.
probably that. Wait, well, is the toilet water cleaner?
Is it a clean?
Yeah,
is
That's
it
what
a
I'm saying.
clean
It's the
toilet?
water
I-
that after you flush your number 2.
then yeah, I'll do the water.
I think the toilet water is probably cleaner, actually.
That's what I said.
But I mean, the dirt would be kind of earthy. Like,
But
Are you
like
looking
Is that
for
a-
taste
but
here, Josh?
you're risking what is
well,
it like?
if you have to lick
Mhm,
somebody's foot
mhm.
in one of these two scenarios, do you want it to possibly taste like what you like may have just been in that toilet? There's a risk, or would you rather it taste like a guaranteed earthiness?
There's a risk for both.
I'm not really worried about taste. I'd rather taste the earth and not get fecal matter in my body and die.
But keep
from
in mind,
bacteria.
there's other animals that probably walk the earth in the cemetery.
I'm s-
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me see. Can we say that we did number 2 and we flush it and then we lick
I
someone
don't
else's
think it
foot?
matters, Mauricio.
Because if it's
I
my
think it's
fecal
just-
matter, I can
it's
at
in this
least be like,
toilet.
okay, this is, I know what I ate, I know what I consumed. I
I
think I'll be
think
good.
I'm going with the graveyard here because
Yeah.
dirt is
Me
dirt.
too.
Like the grass
Yeah,
is
facts.
grass. Like whatever. Like
Water just
Like
as
the
water.
kids, like we ate
hunter-gatherers
that all the
freaking
time. Yeah.
exactly.
Right. Water is water.
Water's water.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, the toilet water is probably not that gross, but
But it all depends whose
Josh,
toilet is it. Do y'all clean
it's-
It doesn't matter.
It's
Like Bree said, it
Josh's
does-
toilet after he drinks Starbucks.
Oh, absolutely. I would literally.
oh,
no.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That is so gross.
Yikes! That's a vivid image too.
Ew.
Oh yeah, because remember, listeners, he said something about like what is his poop? What's his poop like?
Definitely not Laffy
No,
Taffy.
I asked you guys. No, I asked you guys. Okay, first of all, I made up the Laffy Taffy thing completely. And I was just like, I want to see if this throws them off. And it did. I was asking you guys what poop I would prefer to have for the rest of my life. And I was surprised that you each were wrong. Anyway.
we picked the other answer.
But you guys picked the Laffy Taffy answer. Like, the fuck? Like, that's like that was like the answer was supposed to be the dead giveaway. Not it. For listeners who don't know what we're talking about, please go listen to episode
3.
It was 2 or 3.
Episode 2.
2 or 3.
It's episode 2. Go listen to episode 2 to understand what that reference is.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
$1.
Yeah.
So we're agreeing we would lick forest feet, is what we're saying.
Not Mauricio. He'd rather have
Uh,
toilet water.
I did toilet water.
So that's just an example, but like, okay, now I'll give you another one. So
That was a good one.
$1
Though.
million, but for 2 years. Okay, for 2 years, for 2 years, you can eat all the food you want, all of your favorite foods, but it has no seasoning in it. Would you take
Josh.
Would you take the $1 million or not? For 2 years.
Shut up, Mauricio. I season my food. Okay. I understand that salt, pepper, and garlic powder are the bare minimum. Okay. Bare minimum.
I love how you immediately called him out. Okay, but there you go. $1 million, but for 2 years, you can eat all your favorite foods like a regular day-to-day basis, whatever you eat, but you can't eat any food with any seasoning on it or cook any food without seasoning on it. Would you take the $1 million?
Is there not another option?
No. So some of the options you could do like 2 options if you want, or in this case you can just do 1 scenario option, if that makes sense.
I feel like that's a no from me, dog.
You would not take the $1
Because
million?
life's gonna have no meaning if it has no flavor to your food.
Yeah, I had COVID and couldn't taste my food, and I almost had a mental breakdown because I had ramen and I couldn't taste it.
It's
and I
just
almost
for
had a
2
mental
years
breakdown.
though. Just 2 years. That's it.
Yeah,
That's a
and that was
long
only for
time.
1 week. That was only for 1 week, and I
Like,
almost
Bree-
had a mental
Bree would fall apart.
breakdown because I
Bree
couldn't
could not.
taste my ramen. I was so upset. So the answer would be no for me, dog.
I think the mental suffering I would go through is like not worth the price.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
because we all know what our food would taste like if it had seasoning. So
Okay, let me.
Trying-
All right, how about
So,
this?
yeah, I'm-
How about if we switch it up a bit? So you can eat all the food you want, but it only has one of your favorite seasonings. Would you do it?
Oh, God, no, because it would still taste bad.
It's just one seasoning you can choose.
It would just taste like the seasoning, bro. Like, although just solely garlic can do wonders to things. Like if you're gonna pick like, because a basic seasoning can be used in a lot of things. garlic does add flavor to a lot of things. Like, it's very versatile. I'm not saying that's the one you should pick, but I'm saying that came to mind first.
Yeah, I would probably be okay with that one because
Okay.
You could make that work.
Because you
swing
can make it work. Because there's some foods that have like naturally
Yeah.
flavor, like steak. Like you just put some salt on a steak and it's amazing. So yeah, I'd eat steak for 2 years.
Okay. Well, then you would take the $1 million then.
Brie is the carnivore of the group, like the certified
Oh,
carnivore.
100%, yeah.
I mean, I also eat meat, but you know, Brie is
I'm
like
also
the resident, like
the
knows
certified
everything.
vegetable eater of the group because nobody else likes to eat their vegetables.
Hold on, I do like to eat my vegetables. I do
No, you don't.
Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Achuga.
Okay. You know, I do this thing. I don't know if I told you guys. So I do this thing where I like roast Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean?
I hate Brussels sprouts.
They're they're good though if you like cook them properly.
They're just mini cabbages.
No, that's the thing. I hate
they're
cabbage.
so cute.
I don't like
cabbage.
anything
So
that's green. You know that. Do you see
Same.
my size? There's a reason why me and green vegetables
Nicole.
don't get along with one another.
Nicole,
Yeah,
you're beautiful.
me and Nicole the same.
B. Okay, guys, hear me out. Oh my god. Okay, Brussels sprouts. Obviously, you drizzle that oil on there. Okay. Oven. 20 minutes at 425 degrees. You sprinkle the oil on there. You put salt, pepper, avi. Then you put a little bit of red chili pepper flakes, maybe some Italian seasoning. Throw that in the oven. 20 minutes at 425. When you take that bad boy out, it'll be nice and crispy. Then what you do is you can drizzle some honey on top. And the honey complements the spice from the red chili pepper flakes. So like there's like that there. Or you could do no red chili pepper flakes and you could instead do like a sriracha honey kind of sauce and drizzle that on top. Very good. Sometimes the leftovers aren't great. Like you can still eat them leftovers, but because like they're not as fresh, like they're just like the texture is not the same. So like they're better eaten like fresh, like in the moment. They're not really good past like 24 hours. But anyway, that's my real recipe for everyone. So give it a try.
Well, when we
See if
come
you like
over prepared for it.
You know that's a signature Caucasian dish when it's got honey in it.
I was just gonna say the ultimate white people
Oh,
dinner.
really?
It got
No.
honey in
I
it.
wasn't gonna
I
say
like-
honey. I love honey. I have a honey or I had a honey phase like a couple months ago.
Just a
Just
little bit of
put
honey.
honey
Don't
in
go
everything.
overboard.
No, you just have like boatloads of honey, just like spoonfuls. Honey ice cream,
Honey ice cream.
Ew.
so good.
Oh well, yeah. That's
It's a thing. It's so good. Honeycomb, just like eat raw honeycomb, is so good. It's expensive, but it's good. It's a thing. Look it up.
Here's Bree. She's like eating honeycomb. She eats Wagyu beef as well. She eats like a.
No, girl out here just
What's wrong
drowning
with
in
that?
money.
Oh.
Evidently.
So she's running that money right now.
Yeah, $30 steak, not bad. Yeah,
$30, not $30, more like $100 steak.
I have never spent more than
She
$30
probably-
on a steak.
she's probably the only person that had Trump steaks in this group.
That is
So,
not true.
You know,
Never.
you know that's not true
Oh.
because them steaks are dry as a.
I always every time I have a restaurant steak, I always prefer my own, just because I feel like I make it better. But although I did go to Outback Steakhouse a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty decent. So, but you have to be there in person. You can't get it to go.
Well, that's anywhere you go to. If you're gonna order a steak, you might as well eat it at the restaurant. Don't ever get
Yeah.
steak to go. That's just rule of life 101. That's it. Never ever ever order a steak to go. Just saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
we could end the podcast right now. Are we infringing on your?
She wants to go to bed,
my
Josh.
God.
That's what
She really wants to
say.
go. I was
You're on your
just
phone.
checking.
All right.
I was checking a quick thing on my
okay,
phone.
one more
Oh my
thing.
God,
I'm
All right,
joking.
guys.
let's do one more.
I'm joking. I'm not trying to leave.
Well, all right, let's do this,
I
y'all.
was-
$1 million.
I made a
You made
joke.
it very clear you wanted to leave.
Very
just
I
couldn't
made
leave
a
that.
joke.
All right, $1 million.
I said we,
I
not
got
me.
one more. It's just for Bree. $1 million, but you only get to talk with Bree once a week. Would you take the $1 million or not?
That's what
Yeah.
we do now. That's what we do now.
Yeah, I literally. Yeah, because Bree never talks to me anymore, so I talk to her like
Oh
on
my
the podcast, and that's it.
Yeah,
She never texts me back.
She deleted all her socials.
She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so tired. I can't talk to you. I can't."
Hard to reach. She's going to West Virginia. No signal, so you ain't gonna get back from
No,
her.
she's like always
Oh my
So you're saying y'all would take
Always
them and go,
roast
all
me
right,
more.
we're all
so
millionaires.
distant.
We're all millionaires now.
Well, I send her TikToks, doesn't even respond back. I send text messages of TikToks, hasn't responded
Here's the thing,
back.
Bree will literally
When?
read the text message, but she just doesn't respond. Because I've seen it, she just forgets. And that's me too. Like she'll open it, she'll forget to respond because she'll like remember she goes off and do something
Yeah.
else. Yeah, I know her that because I
Yep.
saw her do it
It's
when I saw
What
her
is
in
it?
person. She would
When?
it's
literally.
that attention span. It's that attention
It's that
span.
attention
of a
span, yeah.
gnat.
When we were
Very
at
short.
your place, Bree.
That was like 6 months ago.
I know, but I'm
And
just
we
saying.
remembered.
Within that week, I saw she has a tendency to literally like open the text message, and she's like, "Oh, I forgot I have to do this," and she'll forget that she has to respond back to that text message. I'm not calling her. I'm just saying. It's just
No,
that's how she
okay,
is.
but that's so true because our friend LJ he's always hard to get a hold of, but he sends me memes sometimes on Instagram. And one of the memes that he had sent me was exactly that. And it says, "Do you ever open a text and think, I'll reply when I have the energy? And then boom, it's been 3 weeks and you're a terrible friend." That's me. That's
Wait, he
literally
said that
me.
to me, and I was like, "That's literally you." Like I told
But-
him that it was him.
But it's me, and it's LJ too because he's hard to get a hold of. But
Yeah,
it's
he's a-
also me.
He's a wreck.
Except I don't. Sometimes it depends. I don't know. I'm not the best at responding.
That's me with Mauricio's TikToks he sends
So.
me.
I also just don't
I'm
open a lot of
sorry.
text too.
I have third shift. I have nothing better to do. I'm like, this is hilarious.
This
Let me
man
see
will
what's
literally
going
send me
Third
like
shift, blah,
11
blah, blah.
TikToks in a row, and then he'll send.
That's a time commitment.
And then he sends more afterwards. And I'm like, dude, like I'll send him once or like one or two time like videos. I don't send like that much as I used to. But this man,
You got to curate. You got to
Mhm.
curate a little better.
but like literally, I know every time I wake up in the morning when he's out to work, I'll like the second I open TikTok, I'm already placing bets. It's gonna be 7, 8 notifications from him, and it's all TikTok. He's like, watch this, dude. You should see this shit. It's like a betting game at this point. I can honestly win serious money.
Because I'm not going to hear nothing from Bree, so might as well hear something from you.
Yeah, I only have 3 TikToks from you, Mauricio.
And right. And if Josh, I send him like the very naughty ones, like demon ones, like.
No,
Okay,
Josh
especially the
sends me
Demon
some of
Hour
those
ones.
too, and you know what? Bless Josh, because the latest one he
Right.
sent me, I played that on replay.
Oh, was it?
Don't say it. You don't have to
It
say it. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, don't-
Okay, first of all, you guys probably know exactly what it was. Let's just say Star Wars game plus a mod for the Star Wars game that makes said hot character look like they're wearing
I
a
watched
Speedo
that
and only a Speedo.
I watch that at least once a day. I bookmarked it. I saved the sound. I favored it. I did everything you can do on TikTok with that
and
video.
and then I think they capture something like "Thank God it's Pride Month" or something.
Oh my god.
And I think I responded, I was like, "Happy Pride indeed," and then like a dirty emoji face again.
Yes.
Anyway.
Nicole, is it your wallpaper?
No, my wallpaper is the Disney Castle, so get on my level.
What a nerd.
Nerd.
Mm-hmm. What, do you want me to see? Okay, I can change it to, let's do...
No Star Wars character.
No,
Insert Star Wars.
I can do it to me, my sister, and my brother, or I can do it to...
I love how the time is like over your face.
What
Yeah,
is
that's
it?
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Qui-Gon jeans.
Qui-Gon jeans, baby.
Mhm, that's the only ones I have. And then a picture of my mom and dad, but I'm not going to show
Mine.
them.
I have
Am I still your?
Star Wars.
And then you call me the nerd.
Wow, I'm not
But-
your.
but
Oh, that's
mine
your
is-
lock screen.
Yeah.
Am I your
and
home
then-
screen still?
No. And
You
then
ca-
I also have the Earth.
Josh.
Wow.
Josh.
I was.
And
That's how
then
far she wants
I
to go.
also
home
have-
screen.
Oh, there we
Josh.
go. All right. She's got one saved for you, though.
And then I also have the Disney Castle.
Oh, what?
We're judging her for it, and Bree's literally the same.
Nerd.
I want
But I took that picture. I did too. So
this is mine
that's
as
why
well. I
had it.
took this.
And then and then the clone, Ahsoka clone.
What a
And that's
nerd.
all my wallpapers.
Nerd.
The only person she has that's like
Yeah.
a real person is Josh, not of her family.
I
Wow.
don't put real people as my wallpaper.
Oh.
So Josh, you should be honored.
Wow.
I thought for a second she didn't call you real.
It's okay.
Huh.
I'm not a real boy.
You should.
Next.
Oh my
Okay.
god. I think we need to
Pinocchio.
finish. We gotta end it right there.
My nose ain't the only thing getting longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that.
Thank you all for listening to this episode of Zip It or Zip It. I don't know the rest of the outro, but I'm going to try and stall until Josh is finished laughing so that he can finish the intro that he made, that he memorized, that I don't know
not the only.
what the outro is
Okay.
for my own
First-
podcast.
Our podcast.
Don't clarify, Josh, just end the episode.
Okay.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Happy
besties,
Pride,
for
everyone.
listening.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sip It or Zip It podcast. If you'd like to follow the podcast on social media, you can do so at sipit.zipit on Instagram and TikTok. We post little clips there, other little news, so be sure to follow us and like our stuff so we feel better about ourselves. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, that's sipit.zipit on Twitter. Nicole will be sending out some fire tweets, so make sure you're going on Twitter.
I post memes.
Making us feel better about ourselves. Yes, and make us feel better about ourselves there and quote, retweet. I don't know. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I don't know how that works. Just like whatever. As long as the platform's still alive. And then if you would like to watch us speak to each other, so it's just listening to us, you can subscribe to us on YouTube at Sip It or Zip It Podcast. And then if you have anything you'd like to send us, maybe some hate mail or something, you can do so at sipit.zipit@gmail.com. And I think that's everything. Thanks, besties, for listening. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, besties.
Bye, besties.
Bye, besties.
Hi, besties.